Organic market news for the week of May 30th to June 6th, 2025. New crop organic melons. Organic seedless watermelons are steady out of California, showing high sugar content and a beautiful opening appearance. Northern Mexico also has fruit available at competitive prices as their season begins to wind down. Organic mini seedless watermelons are available from both California and Mexico. Pricing and supplies remain steady for both 6-count and 8-count sizes. Spot buys on 9-count may appear. In El Centro, California, favorable weather conditions have accelerated organic cantaloupe and honeydew harvests, resulting in great supply across all sizes. Expect domestic new crop fruit to be in-house by June 3rd. Organic Gaia melons are in season in 25-pound cases. This variety has creamy white rinds with green striping and white flesh. Switching over to organic cherries and apricots, organic apricots are in firm supply with new varieties replacing the last harvest weekly. California organic cherries are in extremely limited supply, though a slight improvement is expected for early June. Steady supplies will not arrive until Washington organic cherry production ramps up in late June, which is anticipated to produce a good-sized crop of excellent quality and size, weather permitting. Looking at organic berries, organic strawberries remain promotable out of Salinas and Watsonville, California. Quality has been excellent, volume remains strong, and pricing allows for ads and in-store specials. Organic raspberries are promotable for Mexico with exceptional quality. As Mexican fields finish up, the transition to California crops will take place in early June. Organic blueberries are promotable out of the southeast with strong harvests and nice quality fruit coming from Georgia and North Carolina. California harvests are also picking up, showing good quality. Organic blackberries out of Mexico are starting to wind down for the season. Supplies are expected to slow and may gap as we wait for domestic production to begin. California harvests are expected to start in mid to late June. Switching over to organic soft fruit, California organic stone fruit supplies are ramping up for June, with yellow and white nectarines and peaches, red plums, black plums, and pluots becoming available. South Carolina organic peaches are in excellent supply with outstanding quality. South Carolina organic plum cots will finish by the end of May, with new organic sugar plums expected to begin shortly. Peak season organic round mangoes will be promotable to start June. Expect some aggressive pricing for that time period. Organic zucchini and yellow squash supplies are still tight but improving as harvests begin in North Carolina and local New Jersey, adding to current volume from Mexico and Georgia. Organic cauliflower from California remains available, though costs have increased through late May and are continuing to rise in early June due to limited production. Off-size, like 9-count product, may be needed to fill demand. Quality remains strong and these conditions are expected to persist into mid-June. Organic artichokes from California remain available going into June. The elevated costs experienced in May have subsided and favorable pricing is now available. Expect steady availability and strong quality through early June. Organic asparagus supplies will be limited after cold temperatures pushed harvest dates back. Expect shortages and prorates in early June as fields begin to recover. Georgia and California organic green peppers are flushing with volume. It's a great time to promote. Organic lettuce from Lady Moon Farms in Pennsylvania is in peak season during early June and should be featured in promotions. Supplemental volume from New Jersey will remain available. Local organic greens such as kale, collards, and dandelion are in peak production in early June. Lady Moon Farms in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania is producing strong volumes of organic green kale, which should be featured in promos. The rest of the organic greens category is also showing promising volume and quality and should be merchandised together to highlight this premium local grower. Organic cherry tomatoes, cocktail tomatoes, and cherries on the vine are all available with excellent quality out of Canada. Organic cluster tomatoes are promotable from Canada with excellent quality and steady pricing. Organic Roma tomatoes continue to be a challenge out of Mexico with quality concerns and limited availability. Canadian hothouse production remains minimal, leading to short supplies and higher prices. Organic peeled garlic will be tight to start June. Expect out of stocks and prorates, and then small amounts become available. Conventional market news for the week of May 30th to June 6th, 2025. Stone fruit season ramps up. June is the time to promote California stone fruit in earnest. Pricing is easing week by week, while quality and sizing continue to improve. Yellow and white nectarines and peaches, red and black plums and plum clots or pluots are in great condition and available in both Euro boxes and pouch bags. The California apricot crop is coming in later than expected with steady but limited supplies. Washington's apricot season is set to begin in late June with a strong crop expected. Red apricots have been beautiful. If you're not featuring them, now is the time. They'll be around for a few more weeks. Dark sweet cherries from California are very limited for the start of June. For the week of June 8th, we expect arrivals from Five River Island, known for outstanding quality, often preferred over early Washington fruit. The Washington dark sweet cherry harvest begins in early to mid-June with excellent volume expected by mid-month and strong high elevation fruit through August. Rainier cherries are currently shipping from California and should transition smoothly to Washington in June. South Carolina Eastern peaches continue to show excellent supply and quality, with sizing improving daily. Looking at berries, blueberries are highly promotable from the Southeast and California. Quality out of the Southeast is improving and pricing remains aggressive. California volumes are also increasing and fruit remains in promotable condition. Raspberries are very promotable this week from Mexico with excellent quality and pricing. A transition to new crop California fruit will begin in early June. Strawberries continue to be promotable into June. Quality remains excellent with strong flavor and color. While supplies are still strong, Southern California production is beginning to slow down. Expect pricing to firm up in the coming weeks during mid-June. Blackberries remain promotable out of Mexico with great quality and fruit that's been eating like candy. A transition to California and Georgia supply is expected in early June. Switching over to melons, ask your rep about new Moon and Stars watermelons. This varietal has a dark rind with yellow spots that looks like the night sky. Inside, the flesh is very sweet and juicy. Seedless and seeded watermelons are now coming from new fields in northern Florida. Pricing has dropped significantly as post-Memorial Day supplies are abundant. Georgia-grown fruit will begin shipping in the second week of June. Overall, Hass avocado availability is strong entering June. With Colombia and Peru season in full swing, Mexico has responded by easing prices across all sizes. Mexico's fruit is eating exceptionally well due to its high oil content, delivering rich, creamy flavor. Jumbo-sized California gem avocados will be available in limited supply early June. These huge 24-28 count fruits feature a creamy, nutty flavor, resemble the Hass variety. Local New Jersey leaf and romaine lettuce are in full swing and will continue into mid-June with strong volume. Local New Jersey grown veg are arriving in strong volume as May ends. Be sure to feature locally grown signage to showcase regional produce including bok choy, bunched herbs, scallions, radishes, and greens. Cabbage will begin shipping in early June. Asparagus supplies remain limited from domestic growers. Cold temperatures have disrupted harvest schedules, and incoming rain in the region could impact local New Jersey fields. With temperatures forecasted to reach into the 90s next week, the local season could end abruptly. Red endive from California is now available in 8-pound cases. Red endive is a variant of Belgian endive with a reddish or purple tint. While less common than the white variety, it offers a similarly crisp texture and mildly bitter flavor. Sweet corn is now shipping out of Georgia as Florida fields have finished for the season. Pricing has eased with strong volume coming in. Quality remains excellent, featuring bright green husks and sweet flavor. Green beans remain highly promotable. Early June brings strong availability, outstanding quality, and favorable pricing. Vidalia sweet onions remain in promotable supply with consistent volume and attractive steady pricing. Vidalias are a perfect item to highlight in grilling promotions as June begins. Green bell peppers from Georgia are showing great quality and sizing. Now is the time to promote. Mini sweet peppers remain in strong supply with promotable pricing as Mexico is oversupplied. Both Canadian and Mexican product remain available. Roma tomato pricing has dropped to promo levels as new fields begin harvesting in Florida and Georgia, while Mexico continues consistent production. Quality remains excellent. Snacking tomatoes remain readily available. Great tomatoes are highly promotable out of Florida and Georgia with excellent quality reported. Bolthouse juices will be experiencing supply gaps on the 52-ounce SKUs due to a mechanical issue impacting production. All 15.2-ounce SKUs are expected to be fully recovered and back in production by the first week of June. The 32-ounce SKUs are scheduled to be fully ready by June 13th. These sizes also experience mechanical issues on their respective lines, but full recovery is on track. Washington Cosmic Crisp apple supply continue to be oversold across the industry. Shippers are strategically skipping pack days to stretch inventory until the arrival of the new crop. As a result, prices are expected to rise slightly, and some short gaps in availability are possible. Washington Honeycrisp apple supplies are also tightening. With Eastern Honeycrisp now virtually finished and Canadian fruit extremely limited, increased demand is shifting to Washington, which may push prices even higher. The Honduran Hard Squash program from L&M is wrapping up with the final arrival the first week of June. We will then transition back to Mexican hard squash, with pricing likely to rise over the next several weeks to reflect higher freight costs. Dole bananas are expected to continue to be tight for June and into early July. In the near term, expect a continued need to mix in other labels, as has been done in recent weeks to meet weekly demand.
Thank you for tuning in. Here at Four Seasons Produce, our mission is helping others succeed in fresh. To learn more about how we partner with independent retailers, natural food stores, and other professional buyers in the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, visit fsproduce.com or find pictures, info, and more on our LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook accounts. Until next time, stay fresh and keep it peachy.